in search of the lost sheep and shepherds. We are not looking for the sheep that have gone astray, but also the shepherds that found the sheep and still wander with them. The shepherds were glad that they found his lost sheep, but they cannot lead them back to the herd. Pastors, evangelists are like these shepherds who are responsible for taking care of the sheep, to lead them. Though they are lost, pastors should get them to take them to the herd. Contrary to what we see today, they are not the shepherds seeking the sheep, but the sheep are looking for the shepherds. Historically, shepherds must go out, have to go around the world to seek the lost sheep. As evangelist Reverend Mr. Billy Graham, father, did. He is a man of God. There were a multitude of sheep that were lost in the world. He brought them back to the herd. At present, there are no many bad shepherds. Ways. There are a lot of bad shepherds. It is risky for someone to trust a shepherd. As a matter of fact, there are good shepherds, but the probability to find a good shepherd is 1 to 10 millions. That is my speculation. However, God could still raise a sheep to a man of divine faith. If the sheep could understand God's voice, you should take precaution because bad shepherds are multiplied in the world. Ezekiel 34 verse 4 and 5 said, "You have not strengthened the weak or healed the sick or bound up the injured. We have not brought back the strays or searched for the lost. You have ruled them harshly and brutally." So they were scattered because there was no shepherd. And when they were scattered, they became food of the entire wild animal. Pastors, you know you are not prepared for caring for God's sheep. Because of greed, you pretend you be sheepherds. However, you are among the lost sheep. Blind. Pastors, you don't know what you are doing. You are hurting yourself. You think that you are praying with God. Well, you are wrong. The Lord will make you pay for your wickedness. The Lord will claim his sheep because you cannot protect them and take care of the sheep. You abuse the sheep of Lord. You humiliate them. You cheat them. You abuse them because of a lack of knowledge. Ezekiel 34 verse 7 and 11 said, "Therefore, your shepherds, hear the word of the Lord. As surely as I live, declare the sovereign Lord, because my flock lacks a shepherd, and so has been plundered and has become food of all the wild animals. And because my shepherds did not search for my flock, but cared for themselves rather than for my flock. Therefore, O shepherds, hear the word of the Lord. This is what the sovereign Lord says. I am against the shepherds and will hold them accountable for my flock. I will remove them from tending the flock so that the shepherds can no longer feed themselves. I will rescue my flock from the mouth, and it will no longer be food for them. For this is what the sovereign Lord says. I myself search for my sheep and look after them." The most neglected and humble of the Christian community are abused by the shepherds. They realize that the sheep cannot talk. They take advantage of that to abuse them. The lost sheep cannot claim their right. They are less revolting than victim. Many pastors are looking for the sheep themselves, not for the Lord. These pastors do not love Jesus Christ. They love themselves. Pastors must love to lead the sheep of the Lord. They must have patience to lead the sheep of the Lord, because Jesus Christ declared, "Be the shepherd of my sheep. If you love me, do not remember to feed me, but remember to feed my sheep. Lead them as me, not to you, seeking them my glory, not yours, my authority, not yours, my benefits, not yours." No one can ignore that there are shepherds and shepherds, sheep and sheep, and there are good and bad shepherds. At the moment, we are facing an extremely difficult time in which we cannot distinguish the good shepherds from the bad ones. And because of that, the rate of bad sheep is increasing. Yes, there is a scarcity of good shepherds, and good sheep is in our pastures. It is a fact that bad shepherds stand bad sheep. Yes, the bad shepherds stand the bad sheep. A good shepherd must love his sheep. A good shepherd lays down his life for his sheep. John 10 verse 11 declares, "I am the good shepherd. The good shepherd lays down his life for the sheep." Pastors should not you be the mercenaries for the sheep. You are responsible to protect them, educate them, and guide them. We must not abandon them in the difficult times. John 10 verse 12 said, "The hired hand is not the shepherd who owns the sheep. So when he sees the wolf coming, he abandons the sheep and runs away. Then the wolf attacks the flock and scatters it." Pastors, do not be mercenaries for the sheep of the Lord. A good shepherd does not indicate the sheep in the wrong way. Instead, he should lead all the sheep toward good pasture. And woe to those who lead God's sheep in poor pasture. Jeremiah 23 verse 1 and 2 said, "Woe to the shepherds who are destroying and scattering the sheep of my pasture, declare the Lord. Therefore this is what the Lord, the God of Israel, says to the shepherds who tend my people. Because you have scattered my flocks and driving them away, and have not bestowed care on them, I will bestow punishment on you for the evil you have done, declares the Lord." Those who say Christian, that they are not really Christians. They discourage non-Christians to go to church because they do a lot of bad things. Many of them take the church for a medium of entertainment. They went to church for gossiping. The church is not a place for gossiping. Pastors have to avoid annoying the servant of God. Many pastors cannot control their behavior. They graze apostasy, and it discourages people from coming to church. Jeremiah 50 verse 6 and 7 said, "My people have been lost sheep. Their shepherds have led them astray and caused them to roam on the mountain. They wandered over mountain and hill and forgot their own resting place. Whoever found them devoured them. Their enemy said, 'We are not guilty,' for they sin against the Lord, their true pasture. the Lord, the hope of their fathers. The good shepherds must have the courage to go to looking for the bad shepherds who mislead the sheep of the Lord. Bring them back home. If the good shepherds want to save their soul, they must evangelize the bad shepherds. Therefore, the bad shepherds can never say that they did not receive the evangelical message. If the good shepherds do not want to evangelize, correct, guide the bad shepherds, they will be punished by the Lord. Ezekiel 3 verse 19 said, "But if you warn the wicked man, and he does not turn from his wickedness or from his evil ways, he will die for his sin, but you will have saved yourself." May God bless all. Thank you.